Thank you for making it. Good. We're going to start. Good morning.
Is that it?
Is that it? There's also a switch here. Yeah. No. Good morning. We will begin in just a few moments. We're just waiting to have everyone seated here. So before we begin, I just wanted to let you know that in the case of an emergency, you're going out that way or that way or that way or whichever way you manage to do that. And we ask that you just turn down your cell phones so that we can start in just a moment. Thank you. Before we begin, I'd also like to wish or thank our custodial staff and my fellow teachers, as well as all of the parents that came in today and helped set up at the last minute and get things where they are. So I do appreciate that. Today marks the 64th annual Daniel Street promotion, and it is certainly a cause for celebration. As parents and teachers, it's our job to prepare our children for the future. We provide them with opportunities to develop skills that are needed for them to become lifelong learners. We give them the opportunity to be able to collaborate with others, be ready to listen, be creative in their thinking. We believe that during their time here at Daniel Street, we have given them the foundation they need to become those lifelong learners. Join us in celebrating as we say goodbye to the Daniel Street class of 2021, a class that will always be remembered for their kindness towards others, their sense of humor, their willingness to work hard and persevere in unusual times. 2021 was anything but typical, and we are so very proud of their resilience. Without further ado, I present to you the class of 2021. Parents and guests, I would like to invite you to please rise as Julia Tylucky from Mrs. Gannick's class leads us in the Pledge of Allegiance, and we ask that you please remain standing for the Star-Spangled Banner.
I pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all.
Graduates and guests, you may now be seated. Thank you, Julia. You did a fantastic job. At this time, I would like to recognize our Superintendent of Schools, Mr. Daniel Giordano, our Deputy Superintendent of Schools, Mr. Vincent Caravana, Mr. Brett Carney, our Assistant Superintendent for Special Ed Services and a lot of other things after that title that I'm not sure of, and Mr. Langone, our Distinguished Board Member, along with Mrs. Bacconfuso, our Building Principal, Mrs. Glazer, our Assistant Principal, Mrs. Stephanie Waskowitz, our PTA President, Mrs. Creighton, our 5th grade teacher, and Mrs. Ganick, our 5th grade teacher. It is with great honor that I now invite Mrs. Bacconfuso, our building principal, up to the podium to give her opening remarks.
Thanks, Mrs. Glazer. Good morning, everyone. So I would like to personally welcome the PTA President, Mrs. Waskowitz, once again, our Superintendent of Schools, and all other dignitaries that are here today. Of course, I'd like to welcome parents, family members, and friends to our 2021 Daniel Street promotional exercise. Well, this is a memorable event that our scholars have been working towards for the past 6 years, and it's finally here. I'm certain that we are all in agreement that this year has been quite challenging. With a global pandemic at the forefront of all of our decisions, we have made this year the very best, and I am proud to say that our dedicated teachers have not wavered in their commitment to our scholars and the school community in which they serve. Since our first day of school this year, our students were provided with knowledge, care, concern, and most importantly, love. Our teachers fostered optimism, encouraged perseverance, and always remained a positive influence despite the odds. For that, I say thank you personally to our 5th grade teachers. I also want to thank the parents and family members of our scholars. As we know, a student's success is directly related to the foundational support and positive encouragement that each child receives at home. It is said that parents are the greatest influence in a child's life. At Daniel Street, it's evident that families take pride in our students' education and their success. For that, I want to say thank you, parents. As I look at my 5th grade scholars, I am extremely proud because collectively you have met the high expectations set by your teachers, your parents, and your school community. At Daniel Street, you have learned to tie your shoes, zip up your winter coat, fill each other's buckets with kindness, master Common Core standards, play an instrument. You've learned to help those in need. You've participated in Eat the Rainbow. You've shown your patriotism for your country. You've cheered on classmates during Fun Day. And most importantly, you've made a difference in the lives of others. You've also learned the value of exuding honesty, respect, and most importantly, hard work. So for that, I say sincerely, thank you, my wonderful scholars. As we begin the presentation of awards, please keep in mind that this honor is well-earned and deserved. The simple truth is that everyone has a story, but the class of 2021 has made history. So congratulations, Daniel Street Scholars. This moment is yours. Congratulations.
Thank you, Mrs. Bacanfuso. The Daniel Street Student Council plays an important role here at school. They host spirit days and run events to help make this school the special place that we know it to be. At this time, I would like to welcome two of our representatives, Kaylee DeMarco from Mrs. Gannick's class and Kaylee Tate from Mrs. Creighton's class, up to the podium to share their reflections about our school.
Good morning. We represent the Daniel Street Student Council. If you are a member of the 2021 Student Council, we ask that you please stand. When speaking to our fellow classmates, we all can agree that Daniel Street is a special place. Some of our fellow students have said they will always remember meeting new friends when they started school at Daniel Street, or playing on the playground, or the census versus crunchers competition in the gym. Leia Bouquet said you will always remember having fun at the 5th grade picnic. Lily Riema said she will always remember all of the friends she made in 5th grade. Tristan Olivo said one memory I will always have from 5th grade was the picnic. It was awesome.
In addition to these wonderful memories, this year our student council will also leave behind a legacy from the class of 2021. Mrs. Bacanfuso has helped our school get a lending library that will be set up by the playground. The library will be open to anyone in our community who might like to borrow a book or leave a book. As a student council, we have raised money to purchase the books to start the library off. We've polled our classmates for some of their favorite titles and have been sure to include these books for people to enjoy in the future. Daniel Street School will always remain in our hearts as a special place. Thank you.
Thank you, girls. Fantastic job. At this time, my fellow 5th grade teachers will introduce the class of 2021. Student council members, thank you. You may be seated. Mrs. Creighton will begin with her class.
Okay, boys and girls in my class, please stand and line up in order to receive your certificates. Go ahead. All right, are you ready, graduates? Rania Akil. Rayanne Akil. Caden Alice Racky. Altug Ikach. Ava Brown. David Dobrzynski. Morgan Ferrara. Grace Giratano. Ethan Hawk. Michael Izzo. Audrey Jordan. Sophia Koninska. Julia Lagodzinski. Thomas Lockel. Annalie Lopez Garcia. Jacob Markleski. Ryan Peluso. Ryan is also the recipient of the Daniel Street PTA Award. Congratulations. Lily Riema. Adam Rogovsky. Adam is also the recipient of the Presidential Award for Academic Excellence. Alex Shamoski. Kaylee Tate. Daniel Torres. Congratulations to all the students in my class. You may now be seated. Mrs. Gannick will now come up and introduce hers.
Boys and girls in my class, please stand up and line up in order to receive your certificates. Christopher Anello. Johnny Benegas. Johnny is also the recipient of our TAL ENL Award as well as Triple C Award. Laya Bouquet. Alexandra Choden. Kaylee DeMarco. Justin Dominguez. Jamie Frisch. Melvin Hernandez. Samantha Lago. Noah Lynch. Noah is also the recipient of our Daniel Street PTA Award. Alina Lipchuk. Alina is the recipient of our Presidential Award for Academic Excellence. Naomi Martinez Castellon. Kimberly Martins. Tristan Olivo. Juliana Pepe. Genesis Pineda. Genesis Polanco Saldivar. Brendan Pritchard. Andrew Rodriguez. Marjorie Sanchez. Avery Sophia. Melkis Solorzano. Julia Tailuki. Darren Wallace. Congratulations to all the boys and girls in the class of 2021. You may now be seated. Mrs. Bacconfuso will now give the closing remarks.
Well, scholars, as you leave here today, please remember that this isn't the end of your story. It's just another chapter in your book of success. Your new destination at Lindenhurst Middle School awaits you. It will be an opportunity for you to make new friends, demonstrate your Lindy pride, and stretch your academic potential in endless ways. I encourage all scholars to check out the makerspace in the middle school library. Possibly enroll in electives such as Need for Speed, Stranger Things in Literature, Space, Stars, Planets, and You. Try a new sport like volleyball or track. Perhaps join a new club like the National Junior Honor Society, or simply make your way to a lunch table where you can introduce yourself to a brand new friend. Parents, continue to encourage your children, support their efforts, and please love them unconditionally. With that said, it is a great pleasure to now present to you the incomparable class of 2021.
Thank you, Mrs. Bacconfuso. Before we conclude our ceremony, there is another graduate here today, who is very special to many of us and many of our Daniel families. So for the last 20 years, Mrs. Creighton has, I'm probably the wrong person to do this, but has been an integral part of our school community. And looking out at the faces of the families, many of you are here with us today who've had older children. And for some of you, it's been a run of almost the same amount of years, 20 years that you started at Daniel Street. And I know that in her years here, she has touched the lives of many students and many educators alike. So I would be absolutely remiss if I didn't ask everyone to give a round of applause for another very special graduate. We've been making her cry for about 2 weeks now. I'm so sorry. I'm getting better at holding it together myself, but she's not. So we appreciate your years of service here. And as a Lindenhurst community member and as a hometown girl, I know that the community itself, wishes you the best of luck, and we'll be happy to see you around town.
Thank you. It's been my pleasure to be here and part of the Daniel Street family. My pleasure.
Parents and guests, this does conclude our ceremony for the class of 2021. If there are any students who are staying after school with their teacher, we invite them to stand and please follow them in. Everyone's going home. Please remember to come back tomorrow. That's been a popular question today, but yes, you have to come back tomorrow. We can't wait to do math and social studies and all those fun things. We ask that you also please take the sign that is on your chair as a little memento from the day. It is yours to keep. And we ask that if you could possibly dispose of your water bottles on the way out, that would be wonderful. Thank you again and enjoy your day. Congratulations, the class of 2021. Can we get Mr. Caravan